Elizabeth Audencream.
This one's wife. I twerk, you buy. Hello, I'm H.G. Tudor. Despite the substantial application of bleach, I dare say that many of you still cannot unsee the video of this one's wife engaging in her twerking, doing a slut drop and getting down low as she eye-fucks the camera in her own inimitable style. It certainly garnered millions of views, which provided her with plenty of fuel. But it is interesting to determine what has her reaction been to it, and also in light of other people's reactions. Well, Margaret Hartman, writing for Intelligencer, tells us, did you find that video of this one's wife dancing with Prince Harry in the delivery room awkward or relatable? Do you think that opinion was influenced by your age or nationality? Did the video make you think, I would love to buy raspberry spread and possibly rosé wine from this lady? These are the questions we must ponder, as the whole As Ever with Love Meghan industrial complex is about trying to figure out who we think the Duchess is, what our take on the American royal says about us, and what the heck we're supposed to do with flour sprinkles. For those who missed the latest British-American royal family controversy, last week this one's wife marked her daughter Lilibet's birthday on Instagram by posting photos of the 4-year-old with her parents, a video montage of their family trip to Disneyland, and never before seen footage of the Duchess's attempt to bring on Labour by dancing to Star Keisha's The Baby Mama Dance, which was reportedly a viral TikTok challenge at the time. Now, pausing there, as you all know, following my analysis, this was her narcissism writ large, as she stampeded all over her daughter's birthday without any due consideration for the impact it will have upon her. The needs of the narcissist always, repeat, always come first. But let us now turn to the reactions. The journalist writes, as with everything this one's wife does, reactions range from positive, joyful, and deeply human, to lightly negative, cringy, to wildly racist and unhinged. Pregnancy twerking is vulgar, and somehow also proves the persistent fake pregnancy conspiracy theories. Now, I'm not sure why describing her behaviour as vulgar is seen as racist, because it's nothing to do with her skin colour. It's everything to do with her behaviour, as indeed most criticisms of her. And therefore, to suggest that the accusations were wildly racist is not substantiated by any actual evidence. Nevertheless, let us persist. Supposedly, though, the Duchess is fine with sparking all this conversation, particularly because she believes the video was a hit with her core As Ever buying audience. So she'll have seen the criticism, which, as you know from my work, she dismisses by staying in the third assertion of control withdrawal, by just jettisoning those individuals. They don't like it because they're racist and they're haters. And instead, she believes that it was a hit with her core audience. The Daily Mail reported that despite the backlash over her dodgy dancing with Harry to the soundtrack of Star Keisha's Baby Mama song, Defiant, this one's wife, is thrilled by the reaction in America. Last night, a source close to the Sussexes said, this one's wife is very pleased with the video. In the UK, everyone's reaction has been a bit prudish. But everywhere else, particularly in America and especially with young people, it has been a huge hit. A source said, this one's wife doesn't care about the haters in Britain calling her vulgar. Americans thought the twerking video was hilarious and relatable. Now, this journalist goes on to make a point which I regularly make about going to the evidence, because this journalist then states, it's unclear where the alleged Sussex source is getting this data. To be sure, UK press coverage of this one's wife and Harry has generally been more negative than its US equivalent. But in this case, it's not clear that the haters were mainly uptight Brits, or that Gen Z loves videos of millennials doing corny dance moves. Thus, you see, this is the black and white thinking of the narcissist being evidenced. You dislike me, Britain dislikes me, therefore all of the dislike came from Britain. They're just haters and racists, dismiss it. But some praise came. That must be all the Americans, because all the Americans thought it was hilarious and relatable. A substantial proportion of my audience is based in the United States. It forms the largest part of my audience, in fact. Although people watch my videos from all around the world, the largest proportion comes from the United States. And I'd invite you now, if you are a watcher of my videos from the United States, not only like this video, don't forget to do that, most important, but put in the comments, did you find that her twerking video hilarious and relatable? And then perhaps briefly describe what you thought it was. And then we'll find out that actually this video wasn't deemed by all Americans as hilarious and relatable. But that's what this one's wife's narcissism tells her. She dismisses Britain and its entire populace, even though she does have some supporters there, but they're all dismissed because Britain is seen as racist and hateful. And America is where it's at. But it gets even more dubious, because she then goes on to state, through a source, that the video will help move as ever products. How? There aren't any. But anyway, this one's wife is about to launch a series of new products as part of her as ever line, including rosé wine. The source added, she and her team count the video as a win, which can only be a boost for sales. Her new products are marketed at Americans and not at the UK market. So what does that tell you, dear Americans, that she regards you as? Simpletons. That's what she's suggesting. She's suggesting that you are easily entertained by her twerking video, and that means you will automatically go, wow, look at that. A twerking video. I gotta go and get myself some of that rosé wine and lemon curd. Oh yeah. That you are such simple individuals that you're easily taken in by her twerking video, so you'll run out and buy her products. Utter horseshit. The Daily Mail mentions in passing that this one's wife launches her rosé wine in 3 weeks. She has hinted previously that some new as ever products are coming soon, but it's not been reported elsewhere that she's releasing a wine by the end of the month. And trying to build buzz for the launch of an alcohol line by dropping a video from a phase of life widely associated with abstaining from booze doesn't really make sense. The journalist is entirely correct. But then, of course, when does anything make sense about what this one's wife does? Well, it makes sense when you understand that she's a narcissist and you apply my teachings, which are, in her deluded world, she thinks that she's hugely popular. In her deluded world, she thinks that the Americans love the video. In her deluded world, she thinks, therefore, that because they found her video joyful, hilarious and entertaining, that they're now going to go and buy her products. In the real world, that doesn't equate. But this one's wife doesn't operate in the real world. She operates in a world of illusion and delusion. The fact is that not only does the source draw conclusions on her behalf which don't stack up to actual evidence, she's maintaining that this video is somehow going to cause her to be able to sell more products. Remember, this is the woman that thinks she's going to become a billionaire by selling spread. This is the woman who thinks she's an expert at everything she does. And therefore, it does actually make sense to think that in her deluded world, she twerks, you go and buy, particularly if you're American. Once again, the idiocy and delusion of her narcissism is writ large. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.